All right, so the plan is to position this. Basically, we are going to be putting our Iron Man in this position. So the goal is to build the new hips, which are boxes. Well, let's give some more light up here to me. Will this work? Oh, look, there's me. Although it's right, the positioning is right in front of the webcam. Let's see if I can make this a little better. Yeah, it's not gonna move. Okay, we'll work on that for next time too. But the goal is to get the hips built so that the alternate Iron Man position can work. And so to do that, we need to do box 99 and 100. We need to start by getting a set of tools from the previous boxes and crap ton of screws too, but we won't worry about that. Yeah, the different hips this thing comes with basically lets you put Iron Man in several different positions because it's just not flexible enough to put in irregular positions without them. Pretty straightforward. So what we'll do is we'll get this built and then we'll actually put him in that position right here, live on the stream. All right, let's get started. We need these two guys, 99B and 99E. And then we've got two parts here. You can tell the difference just by looking and comparing them to the deal. So this is 99A. So 99, I wonder if these things actually say left and right on them. Get the handy dandy. Okay, that one's the right side. So that one will go with that one up there. This is the left side. So it'll go with this guy right here. We have two identical pieces here, 99. No, these are not identical. There are two little pips. You can kind of see, if you turn them sideways, you can see this guy does have the two little pips on top. This guy does not have the two little pips on top. So, we have to figure out which of these we're using. Alright, so we're using this guy, and the one with pips is 99C, and we are using 99C with this one. Okay, so from what it looks like, this guy will go in here. He'll get screwed in, and then this little doodad will swing around in there. So he first gets connected with an IP screw. Nice thing about these guys is that they label. You can see the little IP right there. You'd think that would mean intellectual property, but it doesn't. You wouldn't think that means intellectual property. Not in this case, you wouldn't think that. Alright, so again, really handy that the Iron Man screwdriver, the screwdriver that comes with the first box you get with Iron Man, is magnetized. Oh my god, that comes in so handy. And I've even added another magnet to it just to improve its magnetism. We will get this guy stuck in here and there, and then screw him right into place here. Alright, good, nice and tight. The plastic pieces, so in this case I don't want to go too nuts with them. And then we're going to use the, let's make sure, you know, they're really dorky. They put these things in a view. Let's see if we can get a close-up of that. That really doesn't indicate whether or not this round piece has the round side facing out or the round side facing in. In this case, I can look here and find out, yeah, it is the round side facing out. So the curve faces out when we screw these in, and the little legs here are on the bottom. And then we use an OP screw. The screw is totally overpowered. I know people are coming here like, what is there? There's no covers being played today? Not today. Not today, my friends. Not today. Nope, we are building. We are finally finishing this Iron Man build. So, get this guy in here, starting part of the way, and then we line up the little doodads so that when we screw it in further, really could not do this without a one of these little swing arm sewing mirror deals. I swear to God, this is the best purchase I think I've made in a long time. Just how works so well for painting miniatures and assembling stuff like this. I know it's not currently on camera on the stream, on either camera on the stream, but I will swing the camera around so you can kind of see it. If I flip this guy, let's see. Is it this guy that I flip up? Yeah, so there you go. You can see this right here is the magic mirror, and it just makes it, it's lit, and it really makes it easy to assemble these guys. Okay, all right, so this guy is now in place. These are just like the little hip guards. They flip up and down so that you can I don't know why they flip up and down, honestly. Because it's silly. Because it's silly. And then we're going to do the same thing with piece number 2. Basically just going to repeat the process. This one doesn't have the little nibs on it, so it just basically connects. This one, you know, the other piece, one piece has a little R on it, but this one doesn't. And it does have a little nib, but it does not appear that the little nib is important. It's funny, it's having me build. Alright, that's having me attach this first piece to the piece we previously built. It wants me to do that first, let's do that first. So, you've got these are your little hip grabbery connector pieces, and 97 and 98 is basically assembling these guys. So we're going to abdomen and hip pose C, stage 1, issue 98. Well, what do you know? We haven't put together 98. Let's do 98 first. Derp. Le derp. Guess I should have looked ahead to see 98, 99, and 100 all needed to be built. So we will get these guys out of the way. Actually, we'll put them here and we'll put this on top of it. That's okay. We'll get these guys out of the way and these guys out of the way. Let's put that IP screw back in the bag so we don't lose it though. There we go. Alright. You can see all my painting tools as well. Alright, so Opening the bag for number 98, confirming 98. I'm sorry. This has to be a typo, right? It says 89. But these, yeah. I'm pretty sure that this, you know what? Let's be 100% sure. Let's look at the magazine for 89 and just see if that piece is also... This is the reason, by the way, you save all the magazines, folks, so that you can double check when you think they've screwed up. 85, 84. Did I put these in the wrong order? Am I the dork here? 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. And then we have all these guys. 87, 88, and 89. Let's take a look at 89 here and see what it's supposed to be. Yeah, clearly that's a typo on the bag because these are the pieces that things come with 89. So yeah, if you're also collecting these and you happen to look at the top of the bag where it usually tells you the part numbers and you see 89, don't freak out. It should be 98. Okay, open it up. And let's see what we've got in this guy. And I'm sure we've got some screws in here. We do. There they are. Let's hold on to that guy. And then, don't want to lose the screws. Here we go. Open this up. And we've got parts. Parts, ladies and gentlemen. Parts. Okay. So, let's take a look here and see what we've got. We've got 98 A and E. These are the rear armor. So one of these is for abdomen hip position C. The other one is for abdomen hip position D. Do they have numbers inside? No, that would be too easy. However, looking at the diagram, this is 98A, and then this is 98E. I'm going to guess, let's see here, hold this up. No, looks like these two are reversed. Position C is this guy, and then oh, interesting. So for each one of these, these go with C, and this goes with C. These are all your C parts, and then down below are all the D parts. So we'll keep them like that so that we can tell the C's from the D's. Hey, Anthony, how you doing, man? Oh, and hey, Man Apart. Yeah, so getting a couple Iron Man pieces done. Actually, getting all the last of the Iron Man pieces done before everything else arrives. So we're going to connect 98A and 98B here. This is 98A. Flip it over like so. And 98B is the straight curved part. Like I said, straight curved part. And it goes in with the two tabs down. So it's going to basically plug into those two screws right there at the bottom. And be fastened by two KP screws. Let's get our KP screws out. A couple of them down here. We'll get this positioned again, and then we'll use the magnetic tip of the Iron Man screwdriver to get the screw in the right place so that we can get things lined up. Sure, very easy to do this. There we go. Come on, line up, there we go. Get straight. Get it just a little ways in, just so that it holds onto the piece, and then we can kind of get things better positioned where they're supposed to go. And this is a weird doodad here that looks like it goes. It's kind of nutty here, actually. Oh yeah, I was gonna let you know when I went live, Anthony. I didn't. Ha! Sorry about that. By the way, are you guys able to hear the music? And yeah, tell me about volume levels and everything. I'm trying a new setup. I want the music. I've got to get things squared away with whatchamacallit. With Wiretap Pro, so that I can have the music come through the right location. We're going to do this other side. I think it's going to be easier because it actually has a little little circular fitting that goes in and holds this in place. All right, so now we've got there. Hey, something else. Maybe another light source for up here. My gosh, let's fill this room with unnecessary light sources. Although that'll be good for Millennium Falcon. You can't hear the music? Okay, yeah, the music, I think. So right now the music is coming through the speakers of the computer. I need to use loopback to actually have the music come out of the app and into, come out of the browser and into Streamlabs. So that I will work on for next time. Good to know. All right, this guy's put in with 2 KP screws. We're now going to do the same thing with 98D and 98C, which are the for the position C hips. You know, they almost give you too much flexibility with this thing. And let me explain what I mean by that. And flexibility is probably not the right word, but I have the ability in doing hips C and hips D to put Iron Man in the superhero landing pose where his right fist is on the ground and his or the other one is with his left fist on the ground and right knee. Like it's too funny. Yeah, so it's like they really, I don't know. I guess it's good if you really, if you're like, no, for the place I'm putting him in on my shelf, I need him to do the superhero landing pose, but I need him to be facing right as opposed to facing left. I guess they're going to be people who need him in both directions. So, okay. All right, so we finished with the 2 for landing pose C or action pose C. Now we're going to basically repeat the process for pose D. And again, it's going to be 4 screws. There we go. And then we'll start with this one and the curve. This guy goes in here, the curve faces down, the little holes match up. If you do everything right, the little holes match up, which is ideal. You want the little holes to match up. And there we go. What can hold that in place? Well, besides a screw, nothing. Nothing can hold it in place. because my thumb has barely got it where it needs to be. There we go. That's in. And then that guy actually surprisingly in exactly the right place. Little magnetic screw pickup deal. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't use this magnetic screwdriver for the Millennium Falcon pieces. Although I'm curious, there are totally different screws for the Millennium Falcon. I don't know if they're magnetic. They might not be. Which would be really lame if they're not, you know? Because that is one of the handiest things, is to be able to pick up the pieces with a magnetic screwdriver, or pick up the screws with a magnetic screwdriver, then position them while you're holding the part, and then get things in place. That would be super handy. The other handy thing would be, you know, when my phone is, so right now this is my phone camera you're looking at, my iPhone camera, and then this one right here is my webcam. Where is it? Right there. Let's position it here so that when I'm actually sitting here talking to you, you can see me. When this is plugged in, hey, Eclectic Gamer, I can't zoom in, like I can't swipe my fingers on the phone and zoom in to get a clearer shot. I basically have to, it's basically just going to give me the full camera screen, and I have to, if I want to zoom in, I've really gotta do some creative stuff. Like basically move the sides of this, the screen, the border of the screen you're seeing right now. I've got to make those bigger. All right, so we've got our two pairs here. I'm keeping them separate. These are position C, these are position D. And now it gives us the step-by-step of action pose B. This is action pose B. It's far better than the standing on my drawer, you know, the little stand, IKEA stand with drawers in it going, hi, which is right now what he is doing. So, all right, we're done with issue 98. We can continue back again with issue 99. So we have the pelvis joint. These puppies, fortunately, are identical. There's no difference between these guys, which is great, because if there was a difference, it's really, really minute. And then abdomen hip pose C, stage 1, issue 98, which is this guy. This part goes in front, and what's cool about it is we've got a little tab on the bottom here. Right there, you can kind of see it. It's right here, that little tab. That'll go right into this little slot on the front of the pelvis joint. It's really cool. Really cool. Like, it's one of the few things like, oh yeah, we're thinking ahead on, let's make this piece as easy to assemble as possible. All right, put that in there, and then we use a QP screw to fasten it in. And here's our bag with our QP screws. Drop that feller in, and then a screwdriver. We do a little righty-tighty, and we put that guy in place. And now Mr. Pelvis is as much in place as he's going to be until we get some other things attached here. Okay? All right. Then let's see. Let me turn the page. And now we do that side armor. This is the side armor for position D. So, in typical Fanhome fashion, we put all this stuff aside to go work on another piece. So we'll put that up here for right now, and then we'll come back to this guy right here. There's really no reason I couldn't have done this before, actually. All right. So when this is being shown, there's a little nubbin, and it looks like they've actually got, they show the little nubbin, they show the little nubbin to the right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to keep it to the right. Fix it with a little IP screw. Get this guy. Yeah, no worries. See you, man apart. Thanks for popping in. This has been a really fun little build, I'll say that. Okay. Guy goes in. It's also a good break because I was really getting frustrated just bashing my head against the Lightning Temple boss in Breath of the Wild. I almost feel like I need to go out, make some more food, buy some more pieces of defensive armor, and then come back and do that fight again. Maybe even get some more hearts, hit some more temples, get some more hearts, because that thing is brutal. It is a brutal, brutal fight. Oh my gosh, what a nice thing to say, Eclectic Gamer. I have very few talents. I think I must greatly exaggerate my talents because okay, come on, screw. It's a dumb long screw. It's a dumb long screw, and it's in a place where, like, to get it started, you gotta do a little magic. There we go. Ah, poop. Poop on a loop. Poop on a loop. Well, that's lame, because that now is at the wrong angle. There we go. Cool, that's in. This guy with the round side out goes towards the top. You put the IP screw in, you put the IP screw out, and then you shake it all about. There we go. And then you righty-tighty and you shake it all around, and that's what it's all about. Again, and I'm looking ahead, as one does in these Iron Man build guides, and noticing that, yeah, once I build this part, I'm still not using it right away. This one just kind of, again, sits aside like the other one. And then I basically get position D hips. And connect it to another pelvis piece. Pelvis! Pelvis Presley. There we go. There he is. It's goofy that they don't say, all right, let's finish up. Because for everything else, you basically worked on the leg just about until the leg was finished. You just about worked on the, chest until the chest was finished. With this one, it's like, let's have him do a little bit of the position C pelvis and a little bit of the position D pelvis, and let's just have him play with pelvises. Oh, well, that's lame. That screwed in there, and it didn't make any contact with the piece it was supposed to make contact with. Great. Pull it back out. Let's try this again. Okay, yeah, I gotta hold those pieces together super tight to make sure that pelvis piece gets And this pelvis piece gets in here. Well, Eclectic Gamer, you're too kind. Again, it's very, very nice of you to say. Okay. The 2 elements needed to complete positions C and D will be added in the next issue. Great. Well, let's get to that next issue. Issue number 100. Holy smokes, folks. This is it. This is the final issue for the Iron Man assembly. Let's go ahead and jump back to what we're doing here. So now we've got a few little pieces, some springs. All right, well, let's match these up. Cut this guy open. I'm sure, yep, there's a couple little baggies of screws. Let's not lose those guys. There we go. Oh, some more QP screws and some more KP screws. Oh, a ton. A veritable ton of, well, but not a literal ton, because this little dime baggie of screws does not make a ton. Okay, let's compare these. Let's look at the pictures and see what we got here. So, looking at the package, and sure enough, C is on the left, D is on the right. Good. We'll keep them like that so we can easily tell. And we will start with position C. Okay. Wow, they went... So, for issue 100, they considerably dropped the size of their photos, their diagram pages. I'm not happy about that. Okay, so 98A. The rear plate. So let's get this guy back up here. That's D. So this is our 98A piece. We are going to, let's see, oh yeah, buttons. We're making little buttons. 100B button. I hate to say it, folks, these buttons look almost identical. Well, they do look identical. I think, yep, these guys are perfectly identical. Thank goodness. Okay. All right, and we're basically going to drop 100B into this little, bloop, just goes right in there in that little hole, right there, dirt. Okay. And then one of our 2 springs onto the 2 pegs inside there. This is where a pair of tweezers comes in really handy. They don't give you Iron Man tweezers. They should give you Iron Man tweezers. Now I've got that peg and that peg pegged. We are now going to combine it. The side armor from Stage 1, issue 99. Seems really silly. Okay, that guy just goes right in there. And that is 99, okay. And then stage 2 of issue 99. So this is this guy, this feller right here. This is another one. So this is, here's what's fun about this. So I've got a little hole right here in the deal. That has to go on top of here. The 2 screws can't fall off, and then this guy has to slide into that little holder piece right there. So really, seriously, a lot like this would be a great project for somebody with 4 hands. Maybe 3. Maybe you could do it with 3. I think I pushed the springs. Nope, springs are still intact. Okay, worried for nothing. Nope, then that guy came out. But that I can reposition. Holy smokes, are we... I think we're connected everywhere we need to be connected. The button works. Appears to anyway. Yeah, the two springs are still intact. There we go. If you press it hard enough, that little thing retracts. Okay. This all looks good. And then we're going to fasten it with a couple of KP screws. And where do those KP screws go, my friends? Where? Oh, where? Oh, where? Indeed. So a QP screw goes in here. Okay, let's get our last QP screw out of this bag. Good. I'm going to just drop that guy in there. Can we do it? We can. Screwdriver. Beautiful. Presumably, I still don't feel like this is really holding anything right now, because maybe like just a grip that it's got on the front pelvis piece. And now, okay, that's really the only thing holding these two. So now this guy comes in, and he's going to fit in here like so. Oh, look at that. Every single hole appears to match up beautifully. And this is going to be a buttload of KP screws. So we're going to start with those 3 from the previous issue. Get those baggies out of the way. Pick up with the magnetic screwdriver. And we're going to do kind of like what they tell you in auto shop or metal shop, where you screw them almost opposite of each other. Start off opposite of each other and then attach from there. That way you don't warp the pieces. So you do one. It's like how you do lug nuts on a tire. You do the opposite lug nuts first. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to do the opposite KP screws. Go right there. Here's the sad thing is I don't know, I can't tell from the top, from the seams, where, if it's actually holding the two pieces together. Ah, it is. Cool. Okay. So now if I needed to put this thing down, I could, but don't need to. But I can reposition it in my hands. That's nice. And, yeah, basically we are putting 6 KP screws into this guy. So we have the 3 from the previous bag. We get, again, doing the opposite. Ooh. Uh-oh. That don't match up too good. Let's try it again here. There we go. Come at it from the top. That screw, there is really nothing. We're going to do this guy right here and see if we can, if putting him in moves the two things together that need to be moved together. Good, that one does. Alright, dump out a few more screws here. A little extra because I know we're basically just going to be repeating this with the other side. Alright, put that guy in. Oh, we got one of these guys is going to be very hard to get to. I do a lot of painting. I will, in a second here, I'll show you some of the minis that I've painted. I guess you can tell I do a lot of painting from all the paints you're looking at. Let's see if I can get this last screw in. Holy mackerel, this is in a very tight spot. This is the magnetic screwdriver is great, unless you bump the screw just slightly while you're putting it into place. And then you end up with a screw that's going in sideways or sticking off of the screwdriver sideways. I think I've got another situation where where that's pushing the right, like it's not, the screw's not going into the right spot. The other thing is I don't want to strip this in doing it, and I feel like trying to get this guy to line up. Nope, I can already tell. Like basically if I can start feeling the two pieces getting pushed apart, then I know this screw is going into the wrong place. Here's what I want to do. Here's a little trick. If you've got a little hole in the right spot, I keep toothpicks down here for stuff. So basically the problem is that this screw right here, let's get it positioned. Man, you really can't see it too well. Basically, the screw itself isn't going to go through. So what I want to do is put a toothpick through, push the pieces very tightly together. We pull the toothpick out, we put the screw in, and once again we shake it all about. And we hope that in doing so, the two pieces line up. And they do, like magic. Yes, it is holding them together. Okay, cool. Let's tighten this guy. You know, my uncle does like those old school movie models you're talking about, like the old Aurora models. Oh my God, those are awesome. Yeah, my uncle got me into painting those at an early age. I'd help him with his, basically. Alright, so we've got this piece together. Let's go ahead and set this down. I'll really quickly show you some of the stuff I've painted. I apologize for quality. So these are all these Marvel minis. You can see Ant-Man, Beta Ray Bill, Black Cat, Black Widow. Ones that are gray, I've primed but not painted. So Black Panther there is primed but not painted. Really happy with this Daredevil right here. I know you can't really see it, but the color on his stuff just really came together well. So when you see the gray ones, primed not painted, not even primed. So Falcon's not primed, Groot's not painted, Hawkeye's not primed or painted, Howard the Duck. So you can tell I have a crap ton of these minis to get through. Three rows of them, and that does not even count the ones that haven't been that I haven't received yet. All right, this guy, he's good. He's together. He's got his ducks in a row. I just realized that if I do this, you can actually probably better see what I'm working on. Let's try that. Oh yeah, Warhammer 40K. Yeah. You have the same. You have that the Marvel United. Yeah, They're great pieces, but it is going to be a lot of work getting those puppies finished. All right, so we will scoot this guy over. Basically, it's just going to have us do the reverse of what we just did. So we're putting the button piece here into the little hole right there. That's going to be the button. Push that button to release his body from his legs. We put a couple screws on there. Then we put this guy right here. That more or less matches up. And then we put this guy, we basically put him on top. And so let's get this guy in here. And then we'll put this feller right on top. Make sure it goes through. Connect these guys. That's still in there. Good. Oh, nice little satisfying little click sound it just made. All right. And then once again, they want us to do a QP screw. To hold this all together. And the nice about that one is that one you can kind of put in. Let's do this the right way. You can kind of put it in, push it in with your thumb. A couple rotations gets it started in the threads. Some of these are too small for you to do that, but this QP one is it's long enough that you can do that with it. And as long as you don't press too hard on those first two turns of the screw, like I did the first time, and cause it to pop right out. Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Click to Gamer. Yeah, I love painting the Marvel Minis. So when I'm not doing the Millennium Falcon builds on here, and once again, big thanks to Anthony here in chat for being the benefactor, or the the man behind the pieces. When I'm not doing Fanhome builds like this one and the Millennium Falcon, I'll be doing painting, is the plan. So painting all these minis. Next on the list, do I have him down here? He's up there. He must be up there. Is Drax has got to be down here. Oh, I've got to finish. This is the one I've got to finish next. Is Professor X. Got his fun X-Men 90s gold chair and his suit and his tie. You can see his. Oh God, I love the zoom in on this. I like how quick you can get. But you can also see that gold is really hard to make when you paint gold. When you paint with actual gold paints, it's really hard to get a clean, even coat. So you've got to do a lot of repeating thin coats to make that happen. All right, so we are going to. All right, that should match up. Oh, look at that! Just sets right in there. And I think what I might do this time is start with the screw that gave me the most trouble on the last one. So we're going to do that. We're going to get that guy in here, position him, and we're going to start with the muy difícil hidden screw in the back here. And hopefully this, God, it just is not moving. And it fell out. There it is. Oh, Fanhome. You made this one so tricky. Okay, let's try it again. apply enough pressure to make sure things match up, but not so much pressure that... No, it's not working. It's not going where it needs to go. I'm gonna try the toothpick trick from the other angle, from the bottom up. You know what? Let's do this. Let's get the screw right next to it, or let's screw the connector right next to it, and then yep, that really didn't work. That didn't work well at all. I like how everything falls apart, but the screw or the toothpick stays put. All right, let's see here. So we've got the... Fortunately, it wasn't too bad. The little folly party business. Okay, that still goes there. We've got a screw or a spring here. Another spring here. So that Q screw we put in, that's really weird. It's like it just did absolutely nothing, and it might have even come out, which is really weird. We're going to do that guy again. But it really, I'm looking at it, and it's not like that. Oh, we did that guy right there. Well, bust my buttons, I did the wrong Q screw, or put this Q screw in the wrong place. Or was I supposed to do one there as well? Yeah, it definitely will broadcast some painting. I'm excited to use this YouTube channel for that, and hopefully, you know, it's going to work well for me to kind of get through the backlog of pieces that I need to paint, because not only do I have a painting meetup. I haven't thought about that, but that could be really fun, and like we could even, you know, if we don't want to do it in my house, there are some really cool places around, like game stores that have that sort of thing that actually I think would be a really cool way to do it. Let's see. I was in the process of answering something. What was I talking about? Remember what I was talking about there? Oh, the painting. Yeah, definitely will broadcast some painting. That's right. That's the question I was answering. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to do an easy screw to get to first. You know, the problem with starting with a difficult screw to get to is that you're basically pressing really hard on pieces that are only barely connected by anything. So let's actually get them connected first. And use this guy. Good. And then let's get the opposite screw on the opposite side. Right there is going to be good. And make sure he lines up. And he lines up beautifully. Yeah, game store would be great. I think I want to find one. I think there's one on Alameda, near Green Mountains, not Citadel. I drove a Lyft passenger to the there's a weed store right next door, right, you know, basically, yeah, pretty much right next door. And while he was in there, it was basically, you know, wait for me while I buy weed and then take me back home kind of ride. But while I was there, I was looking at it online, and it was way earlier this year, and they were expected to open, and it looks like they're now open, and it's big and spacious, and God, it'd be really cool to do a painting meetup. I would so totally be up for that. That I think is a great idea. Okay, let me make sure. Okay, a couple more KP screws. We basically need to put 4 more in on this top piece, or 3 more in. We've got this thing together now. I'm gonna brave the horrible screw in the back here. Nope. Let's do the technique. Oh, no, that's not it. There it is right there. That's the culprit. Oh! Well, you know what I just did? I broke the tip of the toothpick off in that spot. So you know what? That guy's actually holding really well with the toothpick instead of a screw. We're gonna leave that. Whoops. Sorry, Mr. Stark. Oh, Wizard's Chest. Oh, Wizard's Chest would be great because we've even got Ice Worm, Tadpooler Ice Worm. He actually could probably help get something set up. I like that. I love Wizard's Chest, and it's good. I mean, you almost can't get more central. Broadway and Ellsworth is the center of Denver. Wizard's Chest is just a few blocks north of that. So the question is, I guess I just bring a crap ton of my paints and anticipate the things I'm going to need. Yeah, alright, that's on there really good, despite the fact that one of my screws is a toothpick. I could probably push this out. Part of me kind of wants to just leave it in, though. Like it's... God, it's in there so good on this side. There's like... you probably can't... You can see it. It's that light-colored... let's see. Oh yeah, trying to do this. Let's see. It's this guy right here. Is the toothpick. Yeah. That's in there. That's gonna work. Okay. Oh my gosh, I think we're ready to assemble Iron Man into his new position. Still have a ton. Why do I have so many LP screws that I haven't used yet? Oh, because I'm going to use them. Oh, I have to detach the hips from the legs, which requires LP screws. Okay. Well, here's all my LP screws. We'll keep these guys safe. This is position D. I'm gonna well, I hate hearing you be hard on yourself with regard to art, Eclectic Gamer. I think my guess is, just based on your name, that you're really good at gaming, and so I'm going to assume that I consider that to be as much an art as anything else. All right, let's bring Iron Man over here. We'll do a little operation on him. Okay, folks, and here is this giant Iron Man piece, this giant Iron Man model. Yeah, baby. All right. And here's the button that disconnects his. Where is it? Is it this guy? I think it's that guy that disconnects his current setup. And I gotta make sure, because I think this will disconnect his legs. No, maybe not. That's all right. That's a piece that's supposed to come off. Oh, geez. Let's lay him down and do this. Oh, balls. Well, we can lay him down and that'll totally get him apart. Good news is, folks, he's fine. His everything that came off that I'm looking at is magnetic. His little wrist pieces. Okay, here's all the screws. That was pretty damn funny. Yeah, all right, good. Well, there we go. So yeah, the top part comes off separately from the bottom part. And now we have the battle damage version. Yep. All right. Come on, get your mask back on here. Good Lord. There we go. There. Yumpin' Yiminy. All right, well, we won't use his top half for a minute, so we'll set his top half down here. And we'll work with his legs for a little bit. Pick up the other two. These are the magnetic pieces that basically go on his wrists, so they're totally fine. Although it looks like the magnet did pop out of this one. And here's the magnet. So we'll glue that guy. We'll glue this guy back in shortly. Okay. Jeez. Glad that's caught on. That's immortalized now on YouTube, is the destruction of Iron Man. Fanhome, I hope you got that and you see how this stuff doesn't completely connect the way it should. All right, here's his abdomen. He's super heavy. That is true. Oh yeah, we got another piece that just pops into place somewhere. So we'll pop that piece into place when we get him all done. All right. So now we have Tony Stark's butt. It's like America's butt, but it's Tony Stark's butt. All right, and this is where, so chest disconnection button, abdomen disconnection button. There we go. And so now we have all the pieces. So now, hips must be detached from the legs in order to add the variants for poses C and D on the stages below. So basically, we are going to, yeah, this is why once I put him in position C or position D, he will forever stay in that position. Yeah, be able to get into, where's the screw that has to come out? It is, there it is right there. Okay. Sure, that's easy to take out. You kind of got to be kidding me. Now I need a much smaller screwdriver to get in there. Will this guy get in there? I really don't want to do this. Oh, yeah, I guess if you really ratchet his leg back, you get better access to the screw. But don't want to strip it. It looks like it's going to strip if I'm not careful. It's like I need a combination, a tiny screwdriver. There we go. All right. Oy vey. And then I'm guessing the one on the opposite side? Sure. Fanhome, did you really think about the best way to do these things? Did you? Was this really? Alright, so those two L's are out. And then hip disconnection button, and then we turn this guy. We pop this, and that should, look at that. So here's his, this is hips A, which again I'm going to mark as hip A. Alright, hips A. Squared away. That's D. This is C. I don't think I've marked C yet. Okay. Hips, abdomen, position C. Oh. Oh, this is actually abdomen and hips now. Really? Huh. That's interesting. All right, well, let's move these legs down because we're going to have to bring over the front half of the body. Get these two LP screws and the rest of the LP screws up here. Screwdrivers and tweezers out of the way. These are the hips we want to put on. Alright. Iron Man. Iron Man's back, ladies and gentlemen. Get it? Iron Man's back. Ah! Yeah, the part that I was building earlier is part of this same model. This is all part of the Fanhome. God, really? That doesn't... This is what it says to connect, but that can't be right. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's right. It just clicked right into place. Beautiful. Okay. And then we turn this guy the right way, which looks like this. And we make sure that we put him, and he should click into place as well. Hip parts up to allow for that. That's why there's only one doodad on there. Interesting. And then sure enough, we're going to need to get access to those screws that I just took out, the LP screws. God, this all feels like it's, you know, feels like pieces are popping and clicking that shouldn't be popping and clicking. Get his arms out of the way here. Hope that's not a bad idea. Oh, yeah, and here's, remember those pieces that popped out? There's one of them. There you go. There you go, Iron Man. There you go, Iron Man. All right. This is way easier when I didn't have the top half of his body to have to maneuver around. But the good news is that I think I can get to, nope, I cannot get to that screw easily. At least not to get it straight in. God, I need almost like a bit. There we go. Oh, Iron Man. What an embarrassing pose you have to be in for me to give you the completely awesome superhero landing pose. It's got to be so embarrassing. Come on. Match up. Things that need to match up. Ah, there we go. Come on. Come on. That's why they give you so many extra L screws, by the way. Okay, at the risk of screwing this up again, let's make sure I can get. Oh, that's why. Something's just not matching up here for getting the. Because I can't get the toothpick in there, and I got to make sure that. Alright, that is about as much of an angle as I'm going to be able to get on this screw. Yeah, my dexterity is nothing compared to the dexterity this model needs. I'll say that. This thing, come on. Come on, connect in. Connect in. Nope, it is not connecting in. And I don't want to lose another screw back there. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get a brand new LP screw. Okay. Can I tell why that's not meshing? Let's do the other side. Let's see if that makes a difference. Gotta really support them as you turn them around. Make sure not to kick all the screws you've just gotten out off the table. Okay, and then we're going to, you know, why am I doing this like this? Why not separate the top half from the bottom half? Let's do that. We're going to separate the top half and the bottom half. There is zero reason. These pieces are independent of each other. So I can screw the screws in first and then connect the top half to the bottom half again. Oh yeah, so that's the problem. That's this thing. There we go. Just gotta make sure that it stays put. That could be the issue. Like it could be. This has to be what it's like to give somebody a colonoscopy. Nope. Man, screws are just not, something's just not lining up with them. Let's pull this off for a second, take a look. Well, I know exactly the problem. Okay. Try this one more time. I am pretty sure this is going to work like a charm now. I got everything lined up exactly where it needs to be. Let's do this side first. Nope. God, this thing just doesn't want to. There we go. All right. There it goes. It's going in, folks. Nice. All right. Whew. Let's do the other side. Oh, what piece was that? That didn't seem like a good... Oh, no, that's fine. All these pieces I'm going to have to put back on. These, like, snap-in pieces that don't have screws associated with them, but they're pains in the butt. Quite literally in this part. Oh no, Eclectic Gamer, that sucks, dude. Jeez. I'm so sorry to hear that. God, you're typing really well for someone who dislocated their shoulder. Holy mackerel. How long until, like, I imagine it's in a sling or something? Oh, poop. That screw will come back when I set it and make him upright again. I think we need to, let's move him in the right, let's do this the right way. Anything worth doing is worth doing right, so we will try and get him. God, what is the easiest way to get to that? Ah, there we go. That's the way to get to that screw. He's in! Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. All right, in theory, here we go. So let's we'll put him back upright. We'll pop in some of these things that came out. There's that guy. This guy out first. And this guy in place. Good. And then this guy, figure out the way to make him stay put. There we go. Okay. Iron Man's top half. Yeah, it's amazing how that just comes together so nicely. Okay. Now, it's funny, they give you all these detailed instructions. Come on. Oh, geez Louise. Let's get that the right way. Crikey. Alright, hold them up. Okay. Oh my god, he's so close to being in the right spot for this. Let's see. But stuff is not lining, something's not lining up. Oh, there we go. Well, I won't say that this looks 100% right. Okay, I'm gonna hold him, but I'm gonna show you. This is the superhero landing pose. And his fist out there. Pretty darn cool. And he will stay. I hate leaving him in this position, but he will stay. Position of the back foot. His back foot really comes across more this way. Oh, bull. Oh my god, like slowly kind of crumpling under his own weight. Let's get this, and then this guy more down. Yeah, that is it. That is the superhero landing pose. Now, the problem, add some blue tack or similar substance under Iron Man's feet, knee, and fist to add extra stability to your finished model. Yeah, that's a really good idea, in theory. Can I, again, I really can't zoom out any further, but there's the position right there. Um, God, I'd like, you know, it'd be great if I could hit a button and every screw that's in this thing would instantly tighten as tight as it could be, because, yeah, this is definitely bigger than the place that I had originally planned for it would allow. And really his fist should be like this. Nope, we're going to keep his fist where it was because that was supporting him better. Like so. Oh, we have a couple little scratches, couple little nicks. That's nothing, nothing horrendous. Yeah, this is where it'd be nice to have some sort of giant Iron Man shellac that I could freeze him in this position. So here's what we're going to do. I am going to pick him up oh so carefully, holding all of his weight on his legs and keeping all of that together. Okay, got him moved over all right. I've got some of these little magnetic pieces. I know. Yeah, I don't want him to crumple and smash on the floor. So that'll be it for this stream. I'm going to go ahead and take some pictures of him now in the place that I've got him set up, which looks really cool. And look for those on probably Threads, Facebook, and Instagram. And then next week we'll start, or maybe even later this week, we'll start working on some painting and get some of that done. All right, folks.